Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2 coverage of the first stop on the Euro Tour, the 2022 Pro Forester presented by Latitude 64. I'm Tony Ferro.
This is Cornelius Farnsworth, half of the Ferro Farnsworth commentary team, bringing you some round 2 action. Let's start this off.
We got a few new faces today.
And that was to be expected after the feature card that we watched yesterday.
Now we see Jakub with the hot round of the day of -3. Rasmus from Estonia coming in second.
3 players under par for the first round. I'm sure that's not what anyone expected.
Now with the wind, it was a real tough day yesterday.
So our current leader, Rasmus.
And here we have Sonnleitner from Austria, 989, newcomer to the game. Magnus Hedegaard from Denmark.
He's coming out of there.
I think we're going to have a character on the card today.
This is Latitude 64. The smallest of grains handled with the greatest passion. Always trying to improve, always trying to be better. Out of curiosity, excitement, thrill. For the player and the sport. Because we want to make disc golf awesome for you.
And we're back.
Let's kick it off with hole 1, as we usually do. 190 meter par 4, got a pretty wide open fairway, cut it all the way down to basket height, then you're gonna dogleg right into the woods here. Really tight green, lots of bushes in between the trees. Can be a real tough putt, real close to the basket.
I think the other basket that was in the frame is for FPO, MP40, and so on. Yeah.
That's correct.
Much more challenging for this field.
All right, Jakub will start us off. You can see these trees on the left kind of inhibit the big flip over drive. Ooh, he got it real tight on him. But he should be happy there. It's wide open fairway, real far down there.
Well, it's definitely the safe play.
And here's Rasmus with those true Estonian colors.
Also well branded on the back.
Nice slow, smooth run up. Gets past the guardian trees, right in the middle of the fairway.
That seems to be the preferred lane zone.
Yeah, you'll be happy with that. You got a nice open approach. Just have to execute. And Magnus, looking like he's got a lot of power. Oh, sorry, this is Leon. My bad. Young kid, lot of power.
I wonder, will we see a roller out of this group? It sure lines up for a righty backhand roller.
Simon Lizotte is not on this card, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to see the cut roller.
Standing up pretty straight.
Oh, but he squeaks through.
I'm not sure if that's a legitimate approach or what he's going to have there. That's tight.
Now you'll be happy with that though. Hung it out a little wide, but he's through. He's in the open. He can actually make an attempt from there. Behind those trees, you really got nothing. I think that was a bit sawed off. I think that's the short basket. Tough camera angle.
A tough rough to be trying to fly through.
Also true.
Okay, so our actual current leader, Jakub.
Flipping it up. Seems to be a bit short, but it's got a putt. As we saw yesterday, this was a pretty tough birdie to get. First hole of the tournament. Nice bonus. Rasmus. Smooth. Great turnover. I look nice.
And you are correct, only 5 players were able to snatch this birdie in round 2.
Let's see if Leon can be one of them. I'm gonna say so.
He's got a good chance.
That was nice.
That was lucky.
Lucky. Interesting.
I don't think so.
Maybe he saw something we didn't. Alright, Magnus.
Taking a fast disc. Probably skip.
You are correct.
He'll take
and
it.
that is great. That should net the par. After that second shot, you'd be happy with that.
Well, that's a legitimate strategy, right? Throw it within 5 meters and make your putt. You don't have to be on the pole with the approach.
Why not?
Okay, let's see what he's left with.
He's got that little stepper looking in his eye.
The step laser. He's got a real good chance of making this.
Oh my gosh.
Continuing from round 1,
That's how you get it started.
excluding his, sorry to mention, but yeah, he had an unfortunate hole 18 on round 1 and still ended up in the lead.
Magnus will save the par. Easy birdie for Rasmus. And an
Another
even
easy birdie.
shorter tap in.
Yeah, let the approach shot do the work. Nice low stress green play on your first hole.
No better birdie to get than a park job. Love that.
Did you see they have a leaderboard?
I do like a good leaderboard.
Yeah.
Alright, hole 2, par 3, 85 meters. It's just a straight tunnel shot. Gotta love these holes. Nothing special. OB nowhere to see. Just gotta hit that line. If you ricochet off to the left or right, you're gonna have to find your line through those trees. But this is a birdie you're gonna want to get. This is a tough course, and this is a short hole, and it's showing you the way.
Yeah, this kind of course just keeps your release point honest. You have no choice but hit your mark, hit your lines.
I love holes like this.
And you'll see more of these throughout the round. The 85 to 110 meter par 3s right down to the snaking tunnel in the woods.
And Jakub, a little early left. Kicks right into the woods. You'll be scrambling from there. Rasmus, sidearm. I like. I guess this is the Estonian specialty.
Now let's see if it's got a little silverlet influence. No, actually a completely different style of sidearm from Silver's. But
Oh, but a true
Super
Estonian
effective.
nonetheless. Great forehand.
what a bullet right down the middle of the fairway.
Right, Leon. Looking to be a putter.
That was a nice release.
Super smooth. Catching the last guardian,
Yeah.
but he's still outside the circle for a birdie. See, Magnus has got a mid. Looking to be flipping up.
It should
Ricochet.
have. Just a little late.
But a great forward progress. Still outside the circle. Maybe circle's edge.
Well, let's see what he's got for a jump putt.
Birdie chances all the way around. Okay, maybe not for Jakub.
Not all the way around.
Forgot about this one.
Oh, wow.
But he just parks it.
What a control over the putter.
All right, Leon was a bit far away.
Of a just standstill straddle attempt.
Magnus a bit early left.
Yeah, a bit early in the round.
Rasmus looking to gain a stroke. Easy money.
Okay.
2 for 2 to start. Have not seen that yet.
Real simple putting stroke. Forced to really straddle out here.
Solid.
Okay, center pole. Well, I would say this group's starting off much hotter than previous coverage from round 1. But this is now the legitimate leader group, so to be expected.
Seems to have a little less wind today. Probably a much higher scoring round.
We'll see on some of those more outside the woods holes with all those hazards to land in.
That's true. Hole 3, par 4, 139 meter. Looks to be the left side is the majority of the people's routes. Right side seems to be a little bit cut off. But either way, this is not a far par 4. This is going to be placement and placement again to get that birdie. Lots of trees in the way. The rough we have already seen is horrible. Just want to get up and down, get near the green, get that birdie.
Yeah, seems like a mid-range off the tee is commonly a good plan here. Like you said, to the landing zone, except you're going to have an approach to get the birdie.
Yeah, you divide that in half, you don't need much off the tee.
Yeah, that's a short par 4. He's got a faster disc in the hand, maybe going for the green. It seems to lay out exactly for this forehand flex.
Oh, but that's early left. Oh, man. He will be scrambling from there.
He's going to be really happy for a par.
Jakub also with a driver. High and aggressive line. Nice shot.
That's a super shave up there.
Missed everything.
Super shave.
Alright, let's see if Leon can match suit. Looks clean out the hand.
Similar but tighter left.
Ooh, but he kicked a tree. Still not so bad though. That looks perfect. But that's
Unfriendly.
fine. Yeah, you hit the tree in the middle of the fairway,
True.
but you peered the first gap. That's what you want.
And he's not pinned behind that tree in
Correct.
the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he did
Oh,
get a
no.
nice rollout.
Having to get creative.
Forehand roller.
Yeah, that was probably a good choice from there.
But did he get to the other side of the rough?
We're about to find out he's throwing again. Never a good sign.
Yeah, well, that was just a pitch out. Okay, he's just on the fringe.
Cool with release on that.
Not bad. It'd be a big par putt if he does that.
Magnus with his second.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, man.
Looking like a mid-range. Too much Annie. Or too tight of an angle.
Too tight of a gap. Also a difficult shot.
But way up that fairway.
Jeez. That was aggressive.
Yeah, let's see if he has a line from in that cabbage. We come
that
out.
needs to be stable.
Yanked that thing.
Well, we're not seeing him throw a lot of forehands.
That's far up the fairway, though.
Yeah, they're not catching any breaks.
Yeah,
Hole
just
3.
last one to miss.
Look at this shot. Oh,
Wow. But that'll be for a bogey now.
just a bogey. After all that, it could have been worse.
Tough hole at 139 meters.
It's the 6th hardest hole for this round.
Ooh, Jakub, great run. Had the height, just a little wide right.
Yeah, this averaged 4.35 for MPO this round.
Leon with the last chance. Cashed.
That looked good the whole way. That looked like about a circle's edge.
Yeah, he earned that one.
Good putt. Speaking of good putt, he has one.
Very nice. Center pole. Keeping the par. One down for the round. Plenty of time to get it going.
Again, he's really got the height control for those putts. He's got that really down. It's just a matter if he kicks a little of the left or right chains with that velocity. And well, he's got a comeback.
Very true. Hole 4, par 3, 98 meters in the woods. Another tight gap to hit about midway through the flight. And then you want it to just fade, hyzer in, right to left. Hopefully get that early birdie again.
Yeah, this is a little gift for the right-hand backhand.
Yeah, no lefties on the card today. Everybody's looking to get this. It's about the widest open green you're going to have in this woods.
That's one of the easier holes on the course. Just over par, averaging.
Now let's see if this top card can get a birdie frame. Maybe a little jingle jangle on the chains.
Interesting. Every single hole averaged over par for MPO. So this course is playing tough, period.
They did add enough OBs.
Yeah, you mentioned the first round, whether all those hazards are really necessary.
Yeah, you might say it's just a little bit far. Probably don't need those hazard zones on some of the holes, but hey, it's a tough course. Everybody's got to play it. Play it how you play it.
Yeah, they certainly were trying to lay out a tough course.
But not to bypass Leon's park job.
Mm-hmm, true.
And Jakub going for the skip shot. Beautiful.
Really awesome. Oh, what control.
They are coming to get this hole.
Next.
Rasmus looking to follow suit.
Didn't see where it finished, but
He didn't seem to like it, though.
it looked good.
Looked good out the hand. Maybe just it was a little too overstable of a disc. Blah, 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 blah. That looks like a good line.
3 awesome
Wow.
drives out of the 4.
All
Showing
right,
why they're on the lead card.
I'm curious where Rasmus ended up.
Oh, look at that.
Jeez. Good spread, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, he was a little inside.
I'm sure he's trying to make this to save the star frame.
Do it. Now, good up and down, though.
Made it onto the green.
Did not look like an easy spot where he was at.
Well, putting's not his problem today.
That's a solid par save.
That's on point.
And I think it's safe to say that we're going to watch a couple birdies here. 3 to be exact. Great park jobs, guys. What you would expect to see from the lead card on this hole.
And I think probably separating themselves from the field a little at this point. That's a great start for the group.
Very true. And we have hole 5, par 3, 105 meters. This is going to test that late turnover, or if these guys want to pull it out, big sidearm. We saw yesterday, we had a few sidearms, did have a turnover or 2, but this is also one you're going to want to get. This is a pretty wide open fairway in the woods, no OB to speak of. Still a tough green, but you can hit this.
Yeah, definitely gettable. 3rd easiest hole.
Alright, Leon's going to show us the sidearm. Little overcooked.
A little lucky through the stuff, and unlucky into the stuff.
He'll be wide on the fairway, but I think that's close to the green. Little outside the circle. Slightly obstructed putt.
Another sidearm. With a
It's the
camouflage
play.
mitten.
At this level of golf, you should have a 100-meter sidearm. Jakub definitely does. That was deep. That was going way deep. He got through that bush, though. Should have an open putt.
And another sidearm. These guys showing complete games. Which certainly helps on a course like this.
Very true. That looks good. Nice park job. Just outside the bullseye, 5 meters.
That's the play.
Yeah, it looks like the high play is a lot nicer to go into that green, but maybe a little bit tighter when you're going right around that curve. Oh, that looks good.
Very obstructed putt.
Little inside, maybe a bit too much hyzer.
We saw Emil Barb in there on round 1 and had a lot of trouble.
Hey, with all this rough, you're just in trouble as soon as you get into the rough. Big putt from the knee. Almost cashing it. Great effort, Leon. Stepper.
Barely
Cage.
off. Is
I
that maybe
really
the second one we've seen him miss of the tournament? Or he's got
And it's so close every time. So on line with that putt.
he's got a great circle 2 game.
Rasmus. Ooh, nice.
Creative.
Right over those bushes. Good effort. Good putt. Save the card with the only birdie. Get one back.
Yeah, brings him under par for the round. Fighting for that even par status. Quite a big gap between him and the rest of the card at this point.
Very true, but there's a lot of holes to go. A lot of stuff can happen. Alright, so one down for the card. Not too bad. Probably expecting a little better. Hole 6, par 3, 117 meters. You have a pretty big gap off the tee, and then open fairway to a very late gap with this gully where the basket is pitched right into the middle of the gully. I really see if you pure this whole line, you're probably gonna blow by.
I want to see somebody roll it in. Ramp it off into the gully.
Get a roller ace.
Yes.
Little Greg Barsby shout out.
Shout out Greg Barsby.
Alright, Magnus,
Oh.
little late out the hand.
Still flying.
He'll be mid fairway, but I'm sure he's just pitching up. Doesn't look like he's got much from there.
He was heading right for that big wood pile or whatever that is over there. I'm sure we'll get a good look at it.
Leon looks like a much better release.
Nice line.
Pure in the gap. Let's see.
Jeez.
Gorgeous.
Potentially a really hard birdie putt.
Might have a few trees in his way, but that was a great shot.
I think similar to what Jakub did first round. Let's see if he can repeat it. It was basically an identical shot.
Yeah, last round he went with some overstable. It really kind of faded out, just stalled at the end.
Great looking shot right out the gate. And like
Just
you
not
said,
enough Annie,
quite
though.
overstable.
Yeah. Oh, but he got through it. Oh, nice break.
Mm-hmm.
That goes from a really big bonus putt to a you should make that.
Rasmus.
Little late.
Well,
Can it
higher
hyzer in?
He'll take it.
That's a straight look at the basket. Alright, so only Magnus has got some real work to do. Seems like an open line, though.
That was looking really low out of the hand.
Yeah, maybe just a worm burner.
I think it just stopped. Unfortunate bogey to take on this
Yeah,
one.
that's unfortunate. Everybody else is looking at birdie. You're going to take the bogue for sure.
That'll bring him back to even par for the day.
It's a good run for Rasmus. Just a little bit right side. Boom.
Jeez.
So on with that. I love it.
That's automatic. I mean, he'll miss 1 out of 5 of those.
Great weapon to have. Leon, super stretch, super hyzer.
You think there'd ever be any kind of rule change about jump putting? Or extending the circle to 15 meters, or...
At this point, you never know.
mean, changing the side of the basket has come up as a theme. Changing the size of the circle. There's some things they could do that could seriously affect how these guys approach the game.
That's very true. With the sport exploding like it is, anything's possible at this point. And we got a bogey for Magnus, par for Rasmus.
Nice job, more disc golf. Keep it coming. We'll be here.
All right, let's get to hole 7, 112 meters. 3 Mandos on this hole just to simulate a tunnel shot. I like it for a nice wide open fairway. You make a nice tight fairway out of nothing. And there hopefully won't be quite as much wind today as yesterday. Maybe make this hole a little bit more gettable.
It didn't really give anybody problems yesterday that we saw.
I don't think we saw many birdies either.
Oh. On the road again.
That's nice to get a little chauffeur from one hole to the other. Pretty snazzy. Great flip up from Jakub. And that circle's edge.
He's real dangerous from there. Hopefully he's 10.5 meters out.
I was going to say, he's going to want that thing to be just outside the circle.
I think he just missed that last Mando.
That's unfortunate. Leon's going to be going to the drop zone.
So there's just one drop zone, or drop zone per Mando?
There's a drop zone for each Mando.
Yeah. Yeah, you see them now lined up.
Mm-hmm. And Rasmus just on the side of the hill, but he'll have an outside the circle putt.
Yeah, taking their stable plastic.
Yeah, Magnus.
The safe miss.
Not wanting to miss that third Mando. Heisern out left early. Not too bad. Give you a putt. Saving par for Leon. He's going to just have a bogey. Big jump up for Magnus. But he'll be happy with the par. Yeah, you can't ask for much on that. That's a big putt. Great hit. Wow. From the hill.
That was from the hip. Are we going to get a replay of that one?
Dang.
I really wanted to see that again. Oh, wow.
Jakub looking strong. -4 for the round.
Throwing it on a frozen rope. In is in.
Unfortunate bogey for Leon.
But 2 awesome putts for birdie.
Very true. Magnus in for par. Smile on his face, though.
True.
He's happy to be here. Why wouldn't you be? Look at this weather. All right, hole 8, par 4, 252 meters. This is a big par 4. You're going to want to get as far as you can off the tee to kind of shorten that approach because this green is tight. And it's hazard all the way around. Kind of gives you a little bit more incentive to go for it. But you want to park this thing. You don't want that par putt. You want the birdie putt.
Jakub to start us off.
Got that stable disc again.
This is in trouble from the start.
He ripped over, but it's OB only on the water, I think.
I don't think so. We saw the flags that I think outline the hazard there. He looked inbounds.
Hazard he did not hit. But I think you are right with it being OB on the street. Or the walking path.
No, that's correct. The flag indicates the OB in that case.
And looking everybody to be right in the middle of the fairway. Great shot.
Yeah, none of them should really have any trouble with this drive.
It's just going to make that approach that much further.
Yeah, they do want to bite off as much as possible from the tee.
Yeah, Leon's showing just that. Putting as much distance as he can. Make that approach just a little bit shorter. A little bit easier to park.
And a hyzer approach he's going to have landing on the left side of the fairway. So, big decision to make for Magnus. I guess
Is
that's
he laying
layup.
up?
That's a layup.
Yeah.
Okay. Showing some discipline.
Smart move.
Yeah, it's one of those holes with huge scoring differential potential.
It's just because things like this, you flip it over a bit too much, there's no way you're going to be in bounds. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But that's what happens. You only get a hazard zone, not an OB. It's more of the thought, I should push it.
Yeah, I can see that would change the complete strategy of the field. The decisions we make, to go for it or not, lose the distance, keep the distance.
I'm not sure if that was safe or not.
That's really close.
That's real close. Leon furthest drive.
Definitely going for it.
Oh, but he's a bit long. That looks to be outside of the green. He's going to have to take a penalty stroke.
It's really tight behind the basket. This looks good.
Great decision.
Well done. His layup really paid off.
That was a big decision on the second shot. He could have tried to push, flip something over, flex it out, and try to go for the green. Smart decision. Lay it up, take that par. Don't take the bogey stroke.
He did what a lot of other players should have done. This is the hardest hole on the course for the second round in a row, averaging 5.18. So 1.25 strokes above the par 4. So he's picking up strokes with a 4. So well played. Another 4.
Great par save from Leon.
From the hazard, yes?
From the hazard.
Yep. Well, I had no chance but to hit center pole. He's got a good putting stroke.
And Magnus also for par. Great job. And a couple more bogeys. It's unfortunate, but when you push like that, that's what's going to happen. You're gambling that you're going to put it close, but at 120, 130 meters, that's tough. All right, let's finish off the front 9. Par 3, 100 meters, downhill shot, hazard around the basket again. OB in the water or over the berm. A little bit deep of the basket is OB as well. Really got to try and park this shot. It doesn't play so far. Wide open. You should all hit this.
I mean, that's pretty much a 10-meter circle around the basket, it looks like. A little bonus footage.
Happy dog. This is looking a little left. A little early, maybe. No, that's in the hazard. That's going to be a big par putt.
You can't really rely on any ground rolls or help from the hill today. The grass is just catching everything.
Maybe a bit of slip on the tee. But it doesn't faze him. He is inside, putting for birdie. Great shot.
So Jakub coming off the rare bogey for him. But still comfortably in the lead. Oh, that came out way right.
But lots of hyzer, and he's parked.
He knows
5 meters? It's a great shot, though. Good distance control with the height and the hyzer. Really controlling the landing as well.
Well, opting for the very overstable disc, yeah? That just spiked in and stopped.
Correct. Doesn't allow much of a skip when you're coming in vertical.
Oh, talk about coming in vertical.
Exactly. Great
Nice.
park job.
Cool shot.
Almost tapping the base.
That'll get rid of that bogey from last hole.
Jump putt for
Oh.
Magnus. Little high. But he should be able to putt for bogey there.
Correct. Oh, it was enough.
Solid birdie. A little bit right, but in is in.
Yeah, Leon is slowly stringing together a very good round. One bogey on, well, a hole he shouldn't have bogeyed, but that happens.
And a great bogey save for Magnus. That was circle's edge or so. Jakub, nice solid putt for birdie. Take back that bogey.
Yeah, when that putt's on, he's tough to beat, I can imagine.
And another birdie for Rasmus. 2 down. Also erasing that bogey.
Overall, a great, well-played front nine.
Very
These
well
guys.
played.
Not much red at all on the card. So that was the first 9. We're excited to be a part of European disc golf history.
And that'll wrap up the front 9. Lots of action happening on this card. Tune in for the back 9. Coming to you shortly. Got some more disc golf, Ferro Farnsworth commentary.
Check you on the back 9.